Hello everybody. We are at Sporthaven Beach, Brookings, Oregon. Like a lot of my videos, today's going to be something a little bit different. I just got done with my first live stream away from my house. That was a success. So what I want to do now, since I can't live stream this, is otherwise my Starlink will be flying all over my dashboard. But I want to drive through Brookings. We're going to leave this beach and we're going to drive through Brookings and we're going to go up to Lone Ranch Beach. So we're going to go from Sporthaven Beach to Lone Ranch Beach, which is just north of Brookings, Oregon. And I'm going to give you kind of a tour of the town as we go along the way. Let's check it out. This is king tide, by the way. About an hour past high tide. Check out my live stream from earlier and you guys will get to see some cool wave action. Let's keep that up. That's the Chetco River flowing out into the ocean right here, the Pacific Ocean. Great fishing in this area off this jetty. You wouldn't want to do that today, obviously. Currently there are steelhead running up that river, so when the water drops a little bit, fishing should be pretty good. So technically this is called Harbor, Oregon. Everything south of the bridge, south of the Chetco River, that is considered the town of Harbor, or city. But a lot of us just refer to this area as Brookings in general. As you can see, there's RV camping there to the right. They just redid that about a year or two ago. Looks really nice in there. This is a cool motel up here on the right. It's called the Beachfront Inn. It's one of the few hotels or motels, I'm going to call it a motel. It's one of the few that actually sit right on the beach there. So if you want to watch the waves right out your motel room window, that's the one you do it. That's the one to get. Be honest, the first place I stayed in Brookings before I ever moved here was this motel right here, the Ocean Suites Motel. I got a great deal on a nice room. I really did. You guys want to check out some of the boats in the harbor there? I do. We do still have a decent crabbing and fishing industry here. Not anything like it used to be, but it is here. Sometimes you can come down here to this spot on the docks and you can buy crab right off the dock there. Fresh fish too, if the season's right. Sorry, just wanted to loop through there. Like I said, we're going to do a little tour as we go up to Lone Ranch Beach. Again, that's the motel I stayed at when I first came here, Ocean Suites. It's a nice place, I'll be honest. We enjoyed our stay. What else do we have down here in Harbor, Oregon? We're gonna do some wine tasting. Got live music on Sunday, according to that sign. Catalyst Seafood, they have very good food. Very fresh seafood. If you want fresh seafood, that's the place. Now here, where this person's turning left, there is a charter service in there for fishing, and they're called Tidewind Charters. Definitely want to give them a shout out. We always catch fish on their boat. Good group of people, family owned, been in business for a long time around here, and they know where the fish are at. It's affordable too. Probably done 4 or 5 charter trips, and they have a couple different options for different types of trips and how long you're out there, how far out you go. It's pretty neat. This little restaurant to the right here, that's called Fat Irish Pub. Great burgers, good food, all in all, just good food. It can be hard to get a table there, I will say that. Alright, we're going under the Highway 101 bridge right there. We're going to actually loop up and around. We're going to cross that bridge. And then we will be crossing from Harbor into Brookings. Again, this is the Chetco River. Comes out of the Kalmiopsis Wilderness down here in southwest Oregon. Wild and scenic, no dams. Not even a lot of people live up there. Very clean river. There's Brookings' finest. Now we're getting into downtown Brookings area. It's not a big stretch of downtown, but they have some really cool little shops in here. I can't go through all of them as I'm driving through, but I will say, you know, locally owned stores. People have been in business here, in some cases 30, 40 years. This is our community. This is the heartbeat of our community. We rely heavily on tourism. Of course, that's mainly the summer months. We got a movie theater there to the left we just passed. Got a little skate shop to the right over there. Neat store. Now we're getting out of downtown, going towards the north end of Brookings. got our fast food restaurants to the left there. We've got our Fred Meyer. And people come from all over the area to Fred Meyer. They come from California to avoid sales tax. And I can't blame them. Folks in Crescent City, they're about 20 miles away. And if they have a big order, they'll come up here shopping at Fred Meyer sometimes. I would do the same thing. Now, if you're heading north out of Brookings and you're low on gas, I suggest that you go to the Shell station up here on the left. I'm not going there right now, but that is your last gas station before you get to Gold Beach, about a half an hour north. And for whatever reason, I see people hitchhiking after they run out of gas between here and Gold Beach. So, gotta plan that out. Dollar General, that's your last store on the way out of town if you're heading north, if you want to call it a store. Up here to your left, this is Harris Beach State Park. Very popular destination both for locals and tourists. A lot of times one of the first places people hear about is that state park. It's a pretty cool place. It's a little overcrowded at certain times, especially in the summertime, nice days, but it's a really neat spot to take the family for sure. Awesome campground there too. You can get yurts. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but you can rent a yurt there. Again, we're headed to Lone Ranch Beach, north of Brookings, Oregon. Thanks for joining me on this drive. All these little videos I'm doing right now are just practice, and also my attempt to bring you guys the world. Whatever I can do to show you guys some of the cool stuff I get to see on a daily basis, because I live in such a beautiful area. That's what truly inspired me to try to start moving forward with the YouTube channel. I get to see such amazing, beautiful sights every day that I leave my house, because I live in such a unique area. So I really want to bring that to you guys, and that's why I'm doing this. You see up here on the left, there's a lot of cones and barriers. A lot of folks who don't have a house were staying up here in trailers until some officials got tired of it and put them on the move and erected these barriers. This used to be a really cool access point where tourists and locals alike could get down to the beach and just whale watch or wave watch. But that's been closed off now since at least June of 2024, maybe July, but somewhere around there they blocked that whole thing off because people were living there and that wasn't working out. Now I've been on a drive up in the hills behind Brookings, and that's where a lot of those folks ended up, even further away from resources that a lot of them desperately need. And I'll admit, a lot of them don't want, but a lot of them desperately need to be closer to town, to access the resources they need to help them get out of that situation. But they got pushed about 10 miles upriver, up in the hills behind town. Just gonna leave it at that. And here we are. We are coming up at Lone Ranch Beach, one of my favorite spots. I just saw a huge wave out there. Look at that wave. Did you guys see that on camera? Wow. See if I can park where I can get a little bit of a view here. Alright, let's watch it for just a second. I saw a massive wave crash over those rocks out there. Let's see if we can get another one. Yeah, maybe we'll do a little bonus trip up to Whales Head Beach too. For those of you who stuck around this long in the video, I think we'll actually go ahead and head up to Whales Head as soon as we get a couple good waves on these rocks. I think we got enough time on my video for that. Let's check it. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. That was a good one. You guys see that? There's another one. Yeah, this is great. Good spot to watch waves. I actually fish out on those rocks. Wow, look at that. I fish out on those rocks when it's calm, obviously. Some good rockfish out there. And lingcod. Got a guy to my right launching a drone. I am jealous. I do have a drone, but I didn't bring it. Alright, one more good wave and we're going to head up to Whale's Head real quick. And then I'll cut this video off after that. Here we go. Those are some big waves coming. That was awesome. Did you guys see that? Alright. Let's go up to Whale's Head. Oh, there's another good one. Alright. Yeah, great spot to watch the waves. Very cool. Alright, we will go to Whale's Head Beach. That would be north from Lone Ranch Beach here, and obviously that would be continuing north from Brookings. Now, the whole southern Oregon coast and even parts of the northern Oregon coast are full of capes. This cape is called Cape Farello. It's the first cape you come to if you're coming into Oregon from California, and they just continue on as you go up the coast. The next one up by Gold Beach is Cape Sebastian, and then they just continue. We have one called Cape Foulweather, Cape Perpetua, so you can get some good views. Right there to the left is the turnoff for that lookout for Cape Farello. See miles out there because we go up pretty high on some of these spots, and it's just like a roller coaster going up and down the Oregon coast. You go up a cape and you go down a cape, and you have some flat for about 10 miles, 20 miles, then you go up another cape. Some of these you actually go up, you know, close to 1,000 feet. This one right here, we only went up about 300 feet there. Some really interesting geology that created these capes. They date back to the basalt floods from about 15-16 million years ago. Interesting stuff. Hey, sorry about that, folks. I literally had to restart my camera. It got too hot because I had my defrost going up there to keep the fog off. So now I'm using the AC. Sorry about that. Looks like I'm gonna have to learn how to clip multiple video clips into this film before I post it. That's okay. Again, we're headed to Whales Head Beach, just north of Brookings, Oregon. We're coming up from Lone Ranch Beach from the south and headed to the north. There's a little resort up here called Whales Head Resort. Should you ever decide you want to stay close to this beach, I can't say anything good or bad about it. I've actually never stayed there. They used to have a nice little restaurant in there. They had great food. That's what I used to go to. So here we are, Whales Head Beach, Samuel Boardman Scenic Corridor. Having a hard time talking today, apparently. Alright, this is the road you want to use four-wheel drive vehicles. It does get washed out. So as you can see, I guess the whole point of that video was, this is how close Brookings is to all these places. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are probably a dozen sites I passed during this video that you can go down, access the beach, just see some really cool stuff. And often you can get these beaches to yourself, especially on days like today where it's a little bit overcast. Rough road. Gotta go slow here. This is the parking area for Whales Head Beach. I'm not going to go down there right now. You can look at some of my other videos to see what the beach looks like. It's pretty awesome. And there's actually a couple little hidden secrets down there I'm going to take you guys to in some future videos. There's a cave down there. Some really neat stuff. So we're just going to drive back up this road so you can get another perspective of how bad this road can be. And please note, this road is actually in good condition at the moment. Put it in four-wheel. There we go. Yeah, look at that little canyon right there. Don't drive in that, obviously. Ruts are getting deeper. I made a little video a couple weeks ago about this road. You can actually compare and contrast already how much worse it's gotten. Just in, I don't know, the 6 inches of rain we've had since then or so. Probably got about 4 inches of rain last night alone. Alright, now last thing I want to show you guys. The camera cut off earlier, and we were passing some piles of hail on the side of the road. It looked like snow. I just wanted to get that on video real quick, and then I'll shut this film off. So now we're heading south, back towards Brookings, back towards Lone Ranch Beach. Right here is a viewpoint. Some really cool trails that come off of there. Get down to the beach, go on some trails in the forest here. Find a waterfall right up here on the right if you follow the trail. A lot of people don't know about that waterfall. I will take you there one of these days. Mentioned earlier, we are headed up Cape Ferrello. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's some white patches on the side of the road up there on the left. That is hail from earlier. Pretty impressive. Yeah, you guys see that on the right there? Yeah, it didn't snow down here. About at 300 feet on the Oregon coast. Not last night. It has before. We've had snow here for sure, but that didn't happen last night. We had some substantial hail during the nighttime hours. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm headed